Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Welcome to House Culture Conversations. DJ Dewey B, how you doing?
DJ DLott, I'm doing pretty well, man. How you doing?
Hey man, I'm good. I've been looking forward to this get together for a minute.
Yes.
We got a hold of this brother, and we ain't talked face to face, man. We can count the decades. So I'm excited to get him on. So without further ado, what you say?
Let's bring him on.
Let's get him on. Let's get him on. What's happening, DJ Brett Morrison? What's good?
What's up,
Hey,
brother?
what's going on, fam?
What's going on?
Haven't seen neither one of you in some years.
Yes, sir.
It's a minute. So we're going to have a good time. And hey, once again, welcome to House Culture Conversations. If you are in the chat, let us know that you're listening, and let Brett know that you're listening. Throw some emotes, because we're on Twitch now. So you can throw some emotes out there. If you're on YouTube, we see you. Put comments in. Facebook, as always. Hey, there he is. Midas Retouch, what's good? Hey, DJ Potluck. We're going to have to talk about that. Hey, we got Nikki Dvine in the house.
Hey, hon.
Hey, the family is showing up and showing out. So, brother, first off, how you doing?
I'm good. I am well.
That is good. So tell folks that may be listening, and we see you out there listening. Thanks so much for being with us. Tell them a little bit about yourself, where you're from.
Chi-Town, born and raised. Southside.
Outside. So where'd you go to school?
I went to Caldwell for grammar school and Lindblom High School.
Lindblom. Oh, how about that? What was the Lindblom monarch? Well, mascot. What was the mascot?
Eagles. Swoop, swoop.
Eagles. Okay, the Eagles. I feel you. We got fam coming in. I don't know if you saw Cash Brown. Everybody is getting locked and loaded to hear more from you. So tell us how you got into this thing called house. Now, from what I understand from your bio, you were down the street from your house royalty.
Yes, sir. I lived on 89th and Blackstone. Steve Hurley lived on the corner of our block, and his sister Angie Hurley, we were in the same class together. But before all of that, my oldest brother, well, my only brother, he used to go to the parties, and he would come home with cassette tapes, and I'm listening to it, grooving. Man, I like this music. I like this movie. It was a lot of R&B and disco, and I would always tell him, man, I think I could do that. And he was like, man, go ahead. Yeah. You say you could do everything. I can do it. So I got to my dad, started talking to my dad. Hey, Dad, I think I want to start DJing. I want to get into DJing. And he was like, well, I mean, what do you need? I said, I need some turntables and I need a mixer. And I want 1200s. I want 1200s. And he saw the price of them, and he was like, let's you just not start. Let's get you something else, something more affordable. And if you're able to show me suitable proficiency in a couple of years, then we could talk again about those 1200s. Well, I think, all right. So he brought me some what were they? Sherwood straight tone arm, direct drive. They were nice. They were something, they were really something nice to start off with. And I know many people from back in the day probably remember this mixer. Radio Shack with the little click in the middle. The VU meters. I had that mixer. And I had that mixer for a while. And trying to get Steve to teach me. It was, always something coming up. He had something to do or whatever. And so Eric Taylor, he lived not too far from us, and he would be over at the house a few times. And he told me, he said, "Hey man, come on over my house. I'll teach you. I'll teach you everything I know." So that's who I came up under. That's my mentor. Um, and I guess the rest is, we'll be here now. Where it's been a fun ride. It's had its ups and downs. Times and moments where I was like, you know what, I'm tired of this. I'm not going to deal with the politics and, skip this. I'll do something else. But I never really gave up. So, let's get to our adulthood. Um, I don't know if I found her or if she found me, my beautiful wife. We wound up getting married, and she used to always ask me, be like, "Babe, why don't you start back playing?" Yeah, yeah. So she actually got me to return, and since that, we've come up with our own company called Divine One Enterprises. Um, phew, to date, I think we have like 17 members now. Majority of them are DJs. Um, Part of the family is here now in the chat room. And we getting together. We doing things. We have an internet show on Sundays on Twitch, Chicago House Radio and House Rebels Radio, called the Divine One Radio Show. Broadcast from 12 to 6 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Awesome. That is incredible. Now, I want to go back. I want to go back before we fast forward to now a little bit. But why do you think house music has been just so resilient? It has been there from the late 70s all the way to now. It's thriving. It's bigger than ever. What's your thoughts on that?
I really believe that it's the reason of it is the resiliency is that it's positive. It's all positive. There's no negativity in the music. It's nothing about killing, robbing, raping. It's all positive. It's all positive, and with a great beat behind it, man. Yes, as my wife said, it's spiritual.
Mm-hmm. That's it. Well, you got a whole lot of fam out there, and they are active in the chat. So I just want everybody to know we appreciate you. We see you. We appreciate you supporting this conversation. DJ Dewey B, is it a spiritual thing? Is it a positive vibe?
Yes, it is. You know how I feel about it, man. You can't do too much killing when them 18-inch woofers hit you in the chest. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It stops a lot of stuff, man. Dance. You just better dance, mother.
So, DJ Brett, when you started out, you played some of the landmark locations. I mean, you played Sauer's, you played Heroes, even you played La Mirage. What was it like being in those venues? And talk about the kind of difference of the vibe then than what you see today.
What I feel, well, in most places back then, we definitely didn't have we didn't have monitor speakers for the DJ to go off of. you pretty much was playing off of the floor, the beat that you fell through the floor. We also played on stages. We weren't on the floor with the crowd. I kind of think that's missing a little bit. I know I enjoyed it better being up on the stage.
Yeah, 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 absolutely. DJ Dewey B, your thoughts?
Yeah, definitely. We had to always bring our own monitor. That was for sure. You're gonna have some wild racehorses. Other than that, yeah, we had
Yeah,
to bring our
you
own.
brought your boom box or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Good times.
Indeed. So, what's a couple of your favorite stories from back in the day?
I done got old now, so memory, I can barely remember what happened yesterday. Um, I had great times playing down at Sauer's. I used to, so my brother, he's in Omega Sci-Fi, and they used to throw parties down at Sauer's, and I was their DJ. He's from U of I down in Champaign. So I was their DJ for several of their parties there.
Mm.
And I enjoyed it. Oh my gosh. It was like a celebrity feel,
Yeah, absolutely. So I got a question coming from the chat. What does a mentorship in DJing look like now? And is it inclusive for females as well as males?
I think it is. The mentoring is definitely it's needed. A lot of the youth that wants to get into it, there are a few, and there are a lot of talented young DJs coming in, and to keep it alive. We're dealing with dealing with the female DJs. They oh my gosh, they're making a way for themselves. It's like, okay, y'all not gonna open the door. I'm gonna kick the door in. I'm gonna kick the door in, and y'all gonna hear me. So, man, big ups to the female DJs that are in it and that are coming up.
So it's that from your perspective, it feels like they are making inroads. It's much harder 30, 40 years ago, but they're definitely making a place and space for themselves.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Mm-hmm. And DJ Dewey P, why do you think, now is the time for women DJs?
Well, the technology just makes everything more accessible. And
correct.
Females know what females like, man. They know what to play.
That's true. That is true. Yes.
It's a good thing.
That's a very interesting point. What's another one of your stories? Who was somebody you played with that you really enjoyed playing with, Brett? We got a black screen. We got a black screen. There you
are. Sorry about that. My daughter trying to call me. Get off my phone.
Well, I don't know if you heard the question, but who was one of the people that you played with that you really enjoyed the most, you looked up to, and really appreciated having the opportunity to play with?
One of them, dear friend of mine, Mr. Andre Hatchett. I learned so much from him just by going to hear him play, sit down, watch. He's a technician. Oh my gosh. From back in the days of actual, with vinyl to now, with CDJs and everything. I mean, the man is amazing. He's amazing. Another good friend. I wonder if you guys know this guy, Eric Miller. Yeah.
Of course. Absolutely.
Good brother of mine, yes. He's
Uh-oh, we lost your audio.
Check, 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 check. Mic check.
Mic check. I'm sure we'll have him back. DJ Dewey B, what are your thoughts? He mentioned E-Smooth and he mentioned Hatchet. What are your thoughts?
Well, that's where we all come from, man. You know, we talk about Steve Hurley. Steve Hurley done sponsored so many DJs and so much music in the Chicagoland area. He doesn't really get a whole lot of props for that, and he should. E.T, Eric Taylor, E-Smooth.
Yes.
You know, Eric went to Limblum for a while, but he was partying too much, so he had to come back to Limblum. You know?
we were together, class 85. That is correct.
Yep. Good times, man.
Oh my gosh. So as you think about these people that you are happy to play with, and you think about where we are now, what do you think about how the landscape has evolved with like Twitch and other streaming platforms?
Well, this has helped it continue. And it's more so available to people that you would never heard of, quote unquote, I'll call, for lack of a better way of putting it, the bedroom DJs to come in, and people can hear them from wherever. And be like, oh man, that guy's pretty good, man.
So do you think that will stay now that we're getting back? Do you think streaming will be around to stay now?
Yes. Yes, man. That's, social media has just taken its own way, and it's just moved so far ahead. It's not going. I don't see it going anywhere.
Yeah, DJ Dewey B, your thoughts?
It's definitely going to be here to stay. Now, whether we can monetize it in some type of way or fashion that makes sense for the DJ as an artist is a whole nother thing. But it's definitely here to stay, and we want the artists who make these records to get paid as well.
That is correct. Yes.
So that's going to be the trick. How to monetize it to make that make sense to everyone.
Yeah, that you're speaking the truth there. Another question from the chat. Dreammaker Diva said, "Do you have any ideas how to introduce house to the current and future generations, millennials and younger?"
Well, I would say first we have to start at home. That be, those of us that have children, and the children get into the music, because all three of my kids, they love house music. One of them, he actually had started DJing for a minute, and he gravitated away and started doing other things. And I'm just happy to have been able to try and influence him with our music. My daughter, I take her with me a lot of times. I play music for the marathons that they run here in Chicago, and she goes out there with me, and actually she helps me find all of this new music that that they listening to.
DJ Dewey B.
Well, I think your wife said it the best. You got to meet them where they are, man. You got to go where they are. We had places to go and party. They don't have these places.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
we need to establish some sort of way they can get down, and maybe that is Twitch. I don't know, but some way that they can get down and hear this music and hear the feelings and get into it.
Yeah, you hit something, Dewey, that we can't underscore that enough. If you think about it, back when we were doing our thing, it was like, where are we going to next?
Yeah.
when they unplugged the speaker at one place, they was plugging them in someplace else. You went to the playgrounds or you went to someplace, and these places weren't closing until wee hours of the morning. Mm-hmm. So you had access to this stuff. And places to go and places to hang out, and it was cool. And I remember the dance groups and the different things. And I just don't remember a whole lot of violence. I mean, you got a skirmish here or there, but you felt safe.
Yes. Mm-hmm. That is correct.
What's your Soulgasmic from the UK who is up past his bedtime? It's got to be almost 1 o'clock in the morning for a Soulgasmic. His question is, what's your favorite element of DJing?
Damn, that's a good question. I would say, I would have to say, playing the music and seeing the crowd get into it, really grabbing it and like, oh my gosh, that's my song, yeah. Oh man, that gives you a euphoric high that can't no drug top. No drugs can top that. Oh my gosh, that is just an amazing feeling.
Yeah, I think the opposite of that is when you think you're about to play a jam and you get crickets.
Yeah,
you're like, I'm about to hit him with this one. Hold on, here it comes. And they be like, what is this dude doing next?
When's the next guy coming on?
So Twitch and IG is a great way to engage across generations. It has to be intentional. And I think this is a great observation from Dreammaker Diva. We have this social media and we have to bring that connection together. And I'm seeing that more and more as I'm on IG. A lot of folks are advertising their streams and talking about their music and different things on social media, which is getting tremendous visibility. But another great question. Where do you see this thing going?
Well, I definitely at this time and place, I do not see this it ending no time soon. I I definitely hope not. Spend too much money on this equipment. This is not a cheap quote unquote hobby, you know.
Yeah. That's it.
I miss, one thing I do miss about all of this. I miss the old days of actually playing, vinyl, and vinyl is on a comeback now. It's on a comeback, but on the 1200s or whatever type of turntable you get, that was fun right there in itself. That was enjoyable.
Absolutely. So DJ Dewey B, when you think about where this thing is going, we all agree we don't see it slowing down. Are there some things we got to watch out for?
Well, first off, Twitch and IG don't want you to play your music on either one. So, they capitalize on it, but it's not a DJ friendly format. It's not a DJ friendly format. If you ever look at your streams and get how many times you get muted, that's not going on, man. So that's got to change. We got to do something to change that. I mean, establish our own. Do something to change that. That's not good for your stream. Not good for your music. Nothing. You gain nothing out of that. So, just my opinion.
Yeah, and the other thing you talk a lot about is the monetization. And is there anything we can do to help ourselves as we promote this thing called house?
One thing that we can do, we can start coming together, being more unified. it's a lot of unnecessary bickering back and forth, with some people, some cliques, some sets. That's it's not, and people we talk about, oh man, here in Chicago, it's not just Chicago. It goes on everywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
You go out to LA, they feud. You go to New York, they feud. Detroit, everywhere they're feuding. So I mean, it's not just home. So stop thinking that, oh, we can't get together. We can get together. We have to put it in our minds to come together.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
if you can't say something positive about somebody, don't say nothing.
there it is.
Just keep quiet.
We got the DJ politics. We got the egos. Oh my gosh. What do you think about raid trains? One of the things that's been happening in the streaming world is we've had the ability, to your point about coming together, is DJs getting together and raiding each other and sharing cross audiences and so forth. What do you think about that?
I enjoy it. I look forward to it. With my show on Sundays. Actually, how it was set up. Um, right after my show, I raid people over to one of my Divine One members, Mixology Sundays with DJ Scooter B. He
Mm-hmm.
goes from 6 to 8, and right after him, Scooter raids everybody over to one of you guys, Blue Smoke brother, G Whip.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's enjoyable. I've actually thought about possibly um trying to do shows other than on Sundays, but I don't I don't want to, like possibly uh okay, oh man, you doing the show when I'm playing, and
Right.
it's enough out here for all of us, and we all are not sharing the same crowd. There's a lot of people out there listening.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's a lot of people that's not. Those are the people that we want to try and get to.
Yeah. Yeah. Expand your audience and reach. And Dreammaker Diva comes back with another thought about if it's a new way to mentor newer DJs, especially female DJs who may not get the same level of support. And I think there's a lot of DJs out there that we need to bring under our wings and help them grow their audience, because that's how we're going to get the future generation. If we are 75 trying to get ours, I think, we got to look ahead and we got to think bigger than ourselves. I think that's a great point.
Mhm. Mhm. I think it need. I really do believe that there should be more female DJs that get into it. Um, I don't know. What do you think, Miss Nikki Divine? What you think? You think it should be more female DJs?
Okay, we're looking for the answer in the chat. She threw some hearts out there. And she's got a one-word answer, sure. Okay. I'm sure there's a lot more behind that. For
Right.
sure. So tell everybody when they can catch you. Kind of take us through your Divine One and everything else you got going on.
Okay. Once again, the Divine One Radio Show is broadcast live each and every Sunday from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. That is on Chicago House Radio, Twitch TV, and House Rebels Radio. Tuesdays can also be heard. It's a spinoff from the Divine One Radio Show. It's Tantralizing Tuesdays, and that is with Nikki Divine and Scooter B. Um, Thursdays we have. Let me see. Let me get these dates right. Thursdays, um, we have another Divine One member, um, Just Denson with Sexy Sheltering. and I believe he comes on at like 8 in the evening Central Standard Time. Fridays, what do we have? Uh, can't think of anything off my head on Friday. Saturdays, we have the Fellas Music Group. I guess I'm just pro Dvine One right now. So deal with me. My brothers, Big Rody and Dog Mixon, they're on Twitch TV, and that's on the Fellas Radio. Um, they come on at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I do believe. Then
Okay.
you have Gold Room Sessions. Another one of my Dvine One members, Midas Reach Touch. Saturdays Ray and Midas. Thank you, dear.
There you go. So I mean, hey, look, you guys go out there and support Dvine One, the radio show, and all of the Dvine One gang. And we're going to be looking for you guys out in those Twitch streets. Thank you so much, brother. It is good to see you and talk to you face to face, and hey, and hang out on those Twitch streets like it was just yesterday.
That's right. That's right. Much love, my brothers. Good to see you.
That's it. That's it. Hey, we're signing off. House Culture Conversations. We're going to catch y'all next time. Peace.
Peace.
Holla.